Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to do a fun demo and review of the Dashing Diva Gloss Ultra Shiny Nail Strips. These little beauties right here. Let's start off by saying they are $7.99. You can get them at Ulta. I think you can also find them at Sally's Beauty Supply, at dashingdiva.com. I'm sure there's lots of places you can find them, but I got mine at Ulta. With that being said, let's open it up and see what we get in this pack here. So it comes with the nail strips. You get 32 nail strips. Says it lasts up to 14 days. Comes with the filer. Comes with the prep pad. And then it comes with detailed instructions. So other things about this particular product is it's a gel nail strip. There is no light involved. Lasts up to 14 days. They're pretty easy to use. I've been using them for a while. And I realized I didn't have a video of me actually putting them on so you guys could see. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this so you can see everything that I'm doing because my filming space isn't really set up for that type of a demo, but we're going to do my best here. So that is that. And as you guys can tell, I've already cleaned my nails. I cut them and filed them, and then I took my cuticles off. My nails are pretty beat up most of the time. I try to keep polish on all the time, whether it's nail polish, gel strips, something on my nails. But this is something I've kind of fallen in love with and I seem to not be able to put down. So when you open the container, there is your nail strips. They have different sizes, so you can actually take the nail strips and you can measure them based on the size of your nail. People say that it's better to go a little bit smaller. I don't know if I agree with that. Go with what you like and what works best for you. All right, so I turned it down so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see my hands down here. It is hard to do these types of demos, like I said, just because it's hard to show you what I'm doing and do it at the same time on video. So I'm going to start with the Dashing Diva, the prep pad. Okay, I open them, and this is on clean, dry hands. And then you just wipe the prep pad all over the nail. I also find if you want to use an activator on your nail, like a dehydrator, that'll work too. This basically just takes off any slippiness or dirt or debris or oil trapped on the nails. I have pretty wide thumbs. As you can see, you can take the design and measure it up here. So I have figured out what my thumb is. And then you just take the corner and you peel it up. And then you only got a little bit of time to mess with this. And then you want to press it down, obviously, just under where your line starts. And then try to make sure you're positioning it correctly. My thumbs are always harder to do than the rest of my hand, so just bear with me on that. And then you want to press it all the way down. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm literally pressing and squishing it down to make sure that there is no crinkling and no air bubbles. And then I like to pull at the end. I don't know if you guys can really see how hard I'm pulling it to stretch it to make sure it fits to my nail, just because my nails have a super unique shape to them, especially my thumbs. So as I have pulled it nice and tight to kind of thin it out, then I go back and I take my nail file, and then I make sure I've pressed down my corners before I start filing, and then you file it off, the excess. So as you can see, once you start to file, it starts to come right off and fit the nail perfectly. So I do the same thing here. You just keep filing. So it fits your nail perfectly. Then I typically stick the excess to that little shiny piece of paper that was in the box. And then I go back and then I file the nail, making sure it doesn't have rough edges and that it looks nice. Once it's on my nail, again, I keep pressing it to make sure that it's really adhered to the nail and that there's no bumps or crinkles. I always get at least one little dent, and that's always gonna be on my thumb. It has to do with the shape of my nail and how I have a dip to my nail. So that is why that happens to my nails. But if you don't have that, yours will lay perfectly flat. It's just how my nail shape is. Then I have to decide what I want to do next. I've got all these beautiful detailed ones, and I tend to like things with glitter and design, so I probably will go with these instead of just the teal manicure, which is fun, but I want something a little bit different. So I go back in and I kind of measure like what's gonna fit my nail. I don't know if you guys can actually see how you can see if it will fit your nail. Again, you peel it off, you place it on the nail, of course, just under your nail bed and your cuticle. As you can see, I just stuck it on, and then I start pressing it down, making sure that there are no air bubbles or anything trapped in the nail. Before I stick it down, you keep rubbing it. You rub for kind of a long time, or at least it's gonna feel like a long time. And then as you can see, I'm pulling and stretching it at the ends to make sure that it's really adhering to my nail. This part's really important. I don't think a lot of people talk about how you're stretching it, but it is really important to make sure you stretch it. It will make it a lot easier for when you're gonna go remove it, and it's gonna just make it look a little bit cleaner. Also, you can take your nail and kind of press it in, so there's a crease where you've stretched it. Then it's time to go in and file. I always start with the corners when I file. Then I stretch again. Filing the corners again, pulling it slightly, and it literally came right off. That's how you can tell that you've done like a perfect press down, because it's really stuck to the nail, and the end piece will come right off. Once you get really good at this, you can use the other piece for a different nail or something else, but I find that it's just easier to use one strip. You have plenty of strips if you want to do a second set of nails on another occasion. All right. Beautiful. All right, so with the magic of YouTube, I'm back with all of my nails on. Get you guys a little closer so you guys can see. They look pretty good. I mean, for how short my nails actually are, they look fabulous. People ask me all the time where I'm getting my nails done, and I'm doing it, right? So my thoughts. I think that the Dashing Diva gloss strips are super easy to use. This is a gel nail polish that doesn't require a UV light. It also doesn't require soaking your nails and removing the gel either. It comes right off. It's chip resistant. And it's just, they're thick, they feel good. I've tested a lot of other kinds. The other kinds I've tested are the Color Street. These are nice too, but they're very expensive. I think they're like $14 or $15, which I'm sorry, for me, that's expensive to do like an at-home manicure. And these come with 16 strips, so you really only can do about one manicure. So as nice as these are, and I like them and they're really easy to use, I just think that there's better things out there, and the price point's just too high for Color Street. Now, a lower price point that I was pleasantly surprised by is a brand called Lily and Fox. They come like this, so they aren't as nicely packaged, and they don't come with like the nail file and the prep pad, but I liked these, and I think these are like $3, so for the price, you can't beat them. They are thinner than the Color Street, but not as thick as the Dashing Diva. So these are nice. I recommend these mostly only in like a glitter pattern. This pattern doesn't work as well because it's just hard to remove. But if you get the glitter ones, much easier to apply, as where these are more difficult. So those are the kinds that I've tried. I still highly recommend Lily and Fox. I think they're great if you're on a budget and you want to try something like this, and maybe the $7.99 for the Dashing Diva isn't something you want to spend. However, what I will say is I probably get a week and a half to 2 weeks with the Fox and Lily. Color Street, I get about the same. It's about 2 weeks. But the longest obviously lasting is going to be the Dashing Diva because they're just thicker, and they can take more of a beating, especially with the constant sanitizing and washing of my hands. Nowadays, I think these are just a little bit better, but I do recommend, if you're on a budget, definitely try Lily and Fox. You can't beat it. For $3, it's worth a splurge. Even if you bought $20 worth or something to test them out, fun shapes, designs, colors, all that good stuff, you might fall in love with them. But if you want something more convenient, Dashing Diva definitely is the way to go. Color Street's great if you want to support your friends who sell this. That's fabulous. You should do that. However, I probably won't be buying Color Street anymore because I just don't think it's worth the money. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the demo. I don't know what took me so long to actually make the demo for you guys. I think because it's hard to film doing your own nails, but I have another one coming. I know Dashing Diva has just started a kit that you do with the UV light. I think it's called the Glaze. So I will be reviewing that very soon for you guys. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I post a new video every Tuesday, and the description box will always be a link to my Instagram and my Etsy account if you'd like to support my crafty adventures, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.